Believe in Yourself Book Summary. In Believe in Yourself, Dr. Murphy shows you how the power of believing in yourself will help you achieve your dreams. He illustrates his points with wonderful stories about how inventors, writers, artists, and entrepreneurs have used this power to reach the highest of heights. By the end of the book, you will have the tools for success. Have your faith lost in yourself? Have you left trusting your subconscious mind because it cannot fulfill your dreams? Or do you want to achieve your goals with the help of the subconscious mind, but you need a better way? If the answer to these questions is yes, this summary is for you. In this Believe in Yourself book summary, we will discuss a small but powerful book by the best-selling author of The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, Dr. Joseph Murphy. The book is Believe in Yourself. About the author. Joseph Murphy was born on May 20, 1898, in a small town in Ireland. In his late teen years, he arrived in the United States with only $5 in his pocket. Along with working odd jobs, he enrolled in a school to study pharmacy. With his keen mind and desire to learn, he passed the qualification exam and became a pharmacist. When the United States entered World War II, Joseph was assigned to work in the medical unit. At that time, he renewed his interest in religion and began to read extensively about various religious beliefs. From his studies, Joseph became interested in the various Asian religions and came to India to learn about them in depth. He studied all of the major religions from the time they began. Joseph, in the Bible, means disciplined or controlled imagination. It is one of the first facilities of the mind. It has the power to make your ideas real. Imagination is the mighty instrument used by great scientists, artists, physicists, inventors, and mystics. When the world said, "It is impossible, it can't be done," the man with imagination said, "It is done." A great industrialist once told the author how he started in a small store. He said that he used to dream of a large corporation with branches all over the country. He also said that he regularly and systematically pictured the giant offices, factories, stores, and buildings in his mind because he knew that he could make this real through the alchemy of the mind. He prospered and began to attract himself by the law of attraction, the ideas, friends, money, and everything needed to manifest his dream. He cultivated his imagination. Then he started living with these mental patterns until imagination clothed them in the form. The author liked that this man said, "It is just as easy to imagine yourself successful as it is to imagine failure, but far more interesting." Imagination wears a coat of many colors. A coat is a psychological covering. Your psychological garments are the mental attitudes, moods, and feelings you entertain. For example, you can imagine your friend who is poor and living in the lap of luxury. You can see his face light up with joy. It can make any idea or desire real. You can imagine abundance where lack is, peace where discord is, and health where there is sickness. With your imagination, you can actually hear the invisible voice of your mother, even though she lives 10,000 miles away from you. You can also see her clearly, quite as vividly as if she is with you. This is the wonderful power you possess. You can develop and cultivate this power to become successful and prosperous. What is a right mental attitude? The author shares a story here. Many years ago, he printed an article on reincarnation. These pamphlets were on display on a book counter of a church where he lectured. In the beginning, very few of the pamphlets were sold because the salesgirl disliked the contents. The author then explained the biblical meaning of reincarnation to her. She understood all the contents and became enthusiastic about the booklets. They were all sold before the author's lecture was completed. The author was astonished after seeing this. This is an example of a right mental attitude. Your mental attitude means what your mental reaction to people, circumstances, and objects near you is. It directs your relationship with your coworkers. Are you friendly with people, animals, and the universe? Do you think that the universe is doing wrong things to you? In short, what is your attitude? So, if your attitude is not right, then how can you develop the right mental attitude? Let's see how you can do it. Developing the right mental attitude. You can develop the right mental attitude when you realize that nothing external can irritate you or hurt you without your mental consent. You are the only thinker in your world, and nothing can move you into anger or sorrow without your mental consent. Realize that you are the master of your thought world. Emotions follow thought. Hence, you are supreme in your own orbit. Just believe in yourself. Do you permit others to influence you? Do you allow the headlines in the newspapers and the gossip of others to frustrate you? If you do, then your attitude is wrong, and you need to change it and just believe in yourself. Do you imagine the evil of others? If you do, notice the emotion generated in your deeper self. It is negative and destructive to your health and prosperity. Imagine that another person is mean and dishonest. Notice the emotion generated in yourself. Now reverse the situation and imagine the same person as honest, sincere, and loving. Notice the emotion generated in you. Is it positive? Are you not, therefore, master of your attitudes? In reality, the truth of the whole matter is that your view of God determines your whole attitude toward life in general. If your view is that God is the spiritual power within you, who is always guiding you and taking you towards prosperity, then you will look at the world in a positive and affirmative way. A young boy of 16 going to school said to the author, "I am getting very poor grades. My memory is failing. I do not know what's the matter." The only thing wrong was his attitude. He adopted a new mental attitude by knowing how important his studies were to get entrance into a good college and become a lawyer. He began to pray significantly, which is one of the quickest ways to change the mentality. This young boy realized that there was a spiritual power within him. He also began to claim that his memory was absolutely perfect and that infinite intelligence always told him everything he needed to know. He began to radiate love and goodwill to teachers and fellow students. This young boy is now enjoying greater freedom than he has ever enjoyed earlier, and you can do this too. Just believe in yourself. Imagination. We have said previously that all our mental attitudes are conditioned by imagination. If you imagine that it is going to be a black day today, that business is going to be very poor, that it is raining, and that no customers will come into your store, then you will see the result of your negative imagery. Imagine that things are lovely, noble, and good. Your entire emotional attitude towards life will change. What do you imagine about life? Is your life going to be happy? Or is it one trapped with frustration? It is really out of the imaginative mind of man that all religions are born. It is out of the realm of imagination that television, the radio, super jets, and all other modern inventions came. Your imagination is the treasure house of infinity, which releases to you all the precious jewels of music, art, poetry, and inventions. For a more detailed understanding of the imagination, you can also read the summary of The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. The link is just down below. A businessman whose business is growing, yet dwells on negativity, is an example of the destructive use of imagination. He comes home from the office, creates a motion picture in his mind of failure, imagines an empty bank balance, and imagines selling his house and business. If he constantly indulges in this mental picture, he will cause failure to happen. He had the choice of failure or success, but he chose failure. This is the power of imagination. They take useless worries, they never seem to imagine anything good or lovely. They seem to know that something bad or destructive is always going to happen. They cannot tell you one reason why something good should happen. However, they are ready with all the reasons why something evil should occur. Now you can ask, why is this? Why people think negative? The reason is simple. These people are habitually negative, that is, most of their thinking is of a negative and destructive nature. As they continue to make a habit of these negative patterns of thought, they condition their subconscious mind negatively. So make a choice now. Begin to think constructively. To think is to speak. Your thought is your word. Let your words be like a honeycomb, which is sweet to the ear. What is your inner speech like at this moment reading this summary? Perhaps you are saying to yourself, "I can't do it. It is impossible. I'm too old now. What chance have I? I have no money. You can see your words are not like honey. They are not sweet to your ear, they do not lift you up or inspire you. So take a pledge by saying these words to yourself. Repeat them with me. From this moment, I will allow only those ideas and thoughts in my mind that inspire me and strengthen me. Talking to subconscious mind. So now, let's see how you may positively convey an idea or mental image to your subconscious mind. The conscious mind of man is personal and selective. It chooses, analyses, and selects. It does all the work of reasoning. Just believe in yourself and move. The subconscious mind can also be seen as a servant of the conscious mind. The subconscious obeys all the orders of the conscious mind. The conscious mind of a man is the motor and the subconscious is the engine. You have to start the motor, and the engine will do the work. Because of the conscious mind, the power of the subconscious mind is awakened. Step 1. The quiet mind. The first step in conveying your clarified desire, idea, or image to the subconscious mind is to relax and immobilize the attention to get quiet. This quiet, relaxed, and peaceful attitude of mind prevents extra matter and false ideas from going into your mind. Furthermore, in the quiet, passive, receptive attitude of mind, the effort is reduced to a minimum. Step 2. Imagine. In the second step, you begin to imagine the reality of that which you desire. Here the author gives his example, and you too can use this example to achieve your desired thing. Just believe in yourself and imagine. The author wanted to sell his home. So he placed the board in front of his garden that said "For sale by owner." The second day after placing the sign, he asked himself as he was going to sleep, suppose you sold the house, what would you do? Then he answered his own question. And said, I would take that board down and throw it in the garage. In his imagination, he took out the board and threw it in the garage, and he felt the inner satisfaction of it all, realizing that it was finished. He just believed in himself. The next day a man gave him a deposit of $1,000 and said, take your board down, we are buying this home now. Immediately the author pulled the board down and took it into the garage. The outer action happened because of the inner. The type of image impressed on the subconscious mind, so is the type of image formed in your life. If a person has a mortgage due at the bank but he does not have much money to cover it, if he applies this principle, then the subconscious mind will provide him with the money. Never think about how it happened and from where it will happen. Just believe in yourself. The subconscious mind has ways you know not of. It is one of the instruments that God gave to man, so he could complete his needs. The man who hasn't the money to give the mortgage to the bank can imagine himself giving a check to the cashier. The important point is to become intensely interested in the mental picture you have created and make it real and natural. The more nicely you engage with that picture, the more effectually will the imaginary picture be deposited in the subconscious mind. Suppose you are saying that I am not able to see any way to get the money to pay off the mortgage. But do not worry about it. Realize that there is a power inherent within you that can provide you with everything you say to provide it. You can now live with the feeling that, my house is free from all debt, and I have a lot of money. Do not question where you will get money to repay the mortgage. You can also imagine a letter from the bank in which it is written that you have paid up all the debt. Live with it until it becomes real for you. Become convinced now that there is a power within you that is capable of bringing what you imagine. And the important thing is that sitting idly by day, daydreaming, or just imagining the things you would like to possess will not attract them to you. You must actually believe that you are operating a law of mind. Know what you want. The subconscious mind will carry out the idea because you have a clear-cut concept of what you wish to possess. Imagine clearly the fulfillment of your desire. The subconscious mind is the film upon which the picture is impressed. And then, the subconscious develops the picture and sends it back into real world, meaning, in the material form. The individual who habitually maintains a mental attitude of faith succeeds in life. The individual who remains depressed attracts failure in his life. That's why make an attitude of faith. God is always successful in his undertaking. Man is equipped to succeed because God is within him. All the potentialities and all the qualities of God are within man. You are born to win. Also, the intelligence of God is within you, which can raise you above all difficulties. Accept the fact that you have inner creative power. This power is responsive and reactive to your thoughts. If a man thinks of failure, the thought of failure attracts failure. That's why always think and speak positively. A business friend of the author, who was a tailor one time, told the author that, "All I ever do is add. I never subtract." He means that success is a plus sign. Just believe in yourself and let the magic unfold. Add to your growth, wealth and power, and knowledge. You add to your life by imagining whatsoever things are true and lovely. Imagine yourself being successful and feeling this thing with your heart. You must become successful. You are never a slave to external conditions. You are the master of them. Conclusion. Friends, you just saw a miracle unfold before you in this summary. Go to your reservoir of immense possibilities and think and be like anything you ever wanted. Just imagine, and be positive, and wonders are bound to happen as you are the creation of this universe. God bless you all. Believe in Yourself book review. The book is for anyone who is witnessing blockages in any aspect of life. The simple and lucid steps to reach the subconscious mind mentioned in this book will be convenient to conquer the mind and make life a truly happening one. However, a lot of places, the book has gone too much into details of mind that any person may find challenging to understand and follow. Overall, the book is a gift for anyone who wants to decode his mind, strengthen his belief system, and create the life of his dreams. I hope you have enjoyed watching Believe in Yourself book summary. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like and share. See you in next videos.